Welcome back to the channel, We the People TV, where the streets talk and we listen. Need y'all to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's get this video to like 500 likes. We got breaking news. I don't think it's looking good for Tee Grizzley.
The police chief thought that Tee Grizzley was involved somehow. They just couldn't prove it. They just couldn't connect the dots because people wasn't talking. Whoever this Woo Thang guy is, he been quiet. That's until he went to that courtroom today. That's until he went to that courtroom. Oh, and we're going to talk about what happened in that courtroom. It's not looking good for Tee Grizzley, what took place in that courtroom. But the police chief told Tee Grizzley, we know you involved somehow. Now, you could say the police chief is salty. They got something against Tee Grizzley. They got a vendetta against Tee Grizzley. Okay, you can probably go with that. But when the police chief is telling Tee Grizzley that to his face, then he's telling Jobina Brown's family to their face, hey, we know something is up. The police chief told Jobina Brown's sister and Jobina Brown's mother that they believe that Tee Grizzley is involved somehow. Now, Tee Grizzley became a suspect almost initially because the police chief discovered, so Tee Grizzley's uncle was married to Jobina Brown. The uncle went to jail 3 months before her death. Within those 3 months, Tee Grizzley began an intimate relationship with Jobina Brown. Police chief looked at that and thought, wait, that's messy. That could obviously lead to something. But that's before they began to put the puzzle together. Tee Grizzley and Jobina never fully admitted that they were intimate, but I was told that family members began to figure it out fairly quickly, and it was starting to get around. Could Tee Grizzley maybe have gone the extreme to cover it up? Maybe. Now, the rumors that Jobina Brown was pregnant at the time of her death is false. But where those rumors came from makes things so much worse for Tee Grizzley. The rumors that Jobina Brown was pregnant came from court, and it wasn't a prosecution who put that theory out there. It was the defense. It was Woo Thang's defense attorney. You see, Woo Thang is the murder suspect in this trial. Whatever his defense attorney say came from Woo Thang. See, street dudes is finding creative ways to tell nowadays. They telling through their lawyers, right? They won't get their butt up on that particular stand and point their hand and tell it all, but they gonna tell through their lawyer.
But for Tee Grizzley to set this up allegedly like this is crazy. For him to allegedly get her pregnant and then to get rid of her this way is diabolical. I say this numerous of times to these guys that's out here getting this money. I don't care if you're doing sports, entertainment, acting, whatever. It all falls in the same category, hip hop, rap, whatever. Protect your image as well as protect your bag, because your image is you and you are the bag. So I don't know why would he put himself in this situation to go out there and end up in this situation now, because it backfired. Now, Tee Grizzley, we all know him for making The First Day Out. He's from Detroit. He got songs with Chris Brown, a lot of other people. But for you to jeopardize the bag and potentially remove yourself from your family and your kids' life over some shit like this, it's crazy. Now, they saying allegedly this was just a rumor being put out at first, but now they saying that this is coming from the defense attorney in the courtroom.
The defense attorney, who is responsible for getting Woo Thang off, he came to court and he says, listen, obviously, Tee Grizzley put the hit out on Jobina Brown. He said that in court. The transcripts will prove it. And he also said that he did it because Jobina Brown was pregnant. Now, the prosecution understands that this, now the prosecutors themselves could probably believe that Tee Grizzley is guilty, but right now they're trying to prosecute Woo Thang. So they brought the autopsy person or somebody, an expert to testify that Jobina Brown was not pregnant. Tee Grizzley is a smart man, so he already understands that if the defense attorney is in court saying that you were the one who put the hit on your auntie, that came from the murder suspect, that came from the shooters. That means the shooters is already talking. That means the shooters is already giving information to their attorneys, and they're trying to use that to get him off. It's not looking good for you, man. And all that tells me, to be honest, is that the shooters believed the aunt was pregnant. They probably heard, this is why we're doing this. This is why we're taking her out. They probably was under the impression, yo, we gotta, you feel me, take her out because she's pregnant. The shooter is saying, yo, the phone is registered in somebody else's name. However, that number from that phone is a number that's known to him. It is a number that he's been using for like his probation officer, his family and friends. That's his number. But because the phone is registered in somebody else's name, he's trying to get it dismissed. Is not going, they're not dismissing it. The evidence stands. The driver who was in the vehicle when Jobina Brown was shot and killed, he testified that the shooting took place 45 seconds from when Tee Grizzley got out the vehicle. What that shows is Tee Grizzley was on that porch. That shows that there's a high likelihood that the shooters seen Tee Grizzley. Because from how the car is positioned in a picture of the house, if you're walking up to the back driver's side and you're opening it up, you can see over the car. Like, you can see the porch from that angle, and you'll be able to see a 6'3", 350-pound Tee Grizzley. You can't miss him. So if he was the target, you'll be able to see him. He was not the target. It doesn't make sense that he is the target.
Yeah, and that never made sense to me when they said that, because if he got out the car and walked up to the porch, they would have seen him getting out the car, walking up to the porch. And like you said, if he was the target, there you go right there. So all that don't make sense. It sounds fishy. The paperwork is out there. If y'all want to go look it up, go to pacer.gov. The paperwork is out there. 600 Woo Thang's paperwork is out there. But why would Tee Grizzley say all this? Why would he say all this? Well, let's get back into it. Why would he do this?
Now, someone who hopped on the phone with Tee Grizzley, someone who talked to Tee Grizzley after the incident and was told by Tee Grizzley what happened, I asked, yo, how did Tee Grizzley sound? Like, was he like emotional? The words that I was told verbatim, it felt like he was trying to fake emotions. It felt like he was trying to kind of draw up something. Like, he was trying to sound like he was distraught. The person told me, bro, I can't really explain it, they said. It just felt like he was trying to come across as if it was this and it was not. Sada Baby was also signed to Jobina Brown. Sada Baby was one of the people who came to identify her body. I believe it was Sada Baby and Jobina Brown's sister, if not her mother, who went to identify her body. And I was told that Sada Baby was distraught. He was effed up about this. I was told, but Sada Baby was looking at Tee Grizzley a little crazy. The Sada Baby actually looked Tee Grizzley in his eyes and told him, hey, bruh, tell me you don't got nothing to do with this. That even Sada Baby wanted Tee Grizzley to know, hey, bruh, tell me you got nothing to do with this, man. And that Tee Grizzley gave his word to Sada Baby that he ain't had nothing to do with this. It's not looking good.
Man, I'm going to tell you like this. Sada Baby knows something ain't right. Word goes around and spreads real fast. Prayers go out to the family. Sad to see that she had to go out like that. And we all could see that she was a well-known person throughout Detroit and throughout the music industry, more than likely. And if you do this to somebody that tried to help you, that put you in a position to make it in life, and you turn around and do this, you're going to always be chasing evil. Not chasing evil, but evil will always be chasing you, put it like that. It's going to always be negative energy because, how could you do this to somebody? If he did this, allegedly they saying he did it, but if he did this, that's just crazy work. And just imagine how the uncle feel that's locked up right now, if he's still locked up. Just imagine. That's messing with his head. And then to hear the rumors that he allegedly got her pregnant and things like that, that's crazy. That's crazy. It just shows you what type of people is moving out here. Type of people moving out here. Just imagine all the other stuff that's going on out here that's getting kept on the hush. You know, nobody's saying nothing unless they come out that somebody, because you know somebody snitching. Somebody snitching. If ain't one person snitching, which is Woo Thang, there's other people snitching as well that got something to do with this whole situation. They said the driver told the same story. So y'all like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Surprise, Flacco wasn't stuttering. But nah, man, y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know what y'all think about this story. Tee Grizzley got some explaining to do, but at the end of the day, the evidence is there, the paperwork is there. So I don't know. Y'all think they're gonna be coming after Tee Grizzley? Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We the People TV. Gone.